I wanted to be a baseball player when I was a young kid. I mean, I still love baseball. And I played softball here when I lived in LA for 25 years in leagues. But when I was 11, I got stricken by a really bad disease called osteomyelitis. It was an infection of the bone marrow in the hip. And which is so weird. It's weird to get diseases you never heard of. My legs started hurting really bad, and I had a really bad fever, and my parents took it to emergency, and turned out that's what I had. And so the way they treat us with antibiotics, and you have to be in a cast and immobilize the area that is stricken, and mine was in the hip. So I had a cast from here to the end of my foot with just my toes sticking out for 9 months, and not a whole lot of baseball going on during those 9 months. But I think I did maybe learn some patience. There was no choice. And luckily I had 2 brothers and a sister that were the remote for the TV, because we didn't have a remote back then. And so, I played in bands when I was a young kid too. My dad always wanted me to be a musician, and I wanted to be in sports, but I guess he was right. First time, I just realized. So we used to love watching Ed Sullivan Show on Sunday nights, and the Beatles came out, and I was, I thought, gosh, this is a cool band. I could do music like this that wasn't like my dad's. That he had really corny country songs, and corny to me. I was 11, and then I saw the Beatles, and I thought, wow, I want to do this when I grow up. And so it wasn't that many years later, 3 years later, I moved to California, and ended up meeting Mark Rodney, and I guess it was 6 years from that moment that I saw the Beatles on TV. I had my first record deal on Atlantic Records. And it was really all because watching those guys on TV completely freaked me out. I thought, wow, this is so cool. So on our first trip to Bend, Oregon, where we live now, and that we went up to look at the area because my son Matt had been up there and said he thought we would love it. And we do. We moved there in 15. And I was sitting I've been working on a tune at home and didn't have any lyrics at that point, but I always write kind of the music first, and I get a melody, and then I kind of go, okay, what is this about, and blah, blah, blah. And so Melanie was asleep, because I woke up early, and because I wanted to hear the tune. I was listening to it and going, okay, this is cool, I like this. And this line came to me, I got the fever back in 64. Ain't felt nothing like it since, nothing like it before. Oh, damn, this is a song about the Beatles. So it actually was kind of easy to write. I would say, wish all the songs were that easy. So I wrote this song and recorded it, and it is my tribute to those guys. And gosh, remarkable thing. Changed the world, which is incredible. It changed my life. It put me on a place that I never thought I'd be. So who knows where we would have been if the Beatles hadn't been there. It's called Beep Beep. I got the fever back in 64. Ain't felt nothing like it since, nothing like it before. That night when Lennon sang Twist and Shout, we knew what the Beatles were all about. They wrote songs that made us feel so fine. We heard them singing, and that just blew our mind. They made believers of us all that night. We let go when they sang Hold Me Tight. These boys could write, these boys could sing, these boys could do almost everything. They'd sing their songs that made the young girls scream and cry. So all the boys bought a guitar and tried to sing real high. Beep, 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 this band. Oh, the world became a fan the night they sang, I wanna hold your hand. Been 50 years since I first heard those songs, but I can still listen to them all day long. Day tripper, nowhere man, every damn song helped make me who I am. They changed the world 'cause we were all listening. I give it all for one more chance, just to watch them sing. Beep, 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 yeah. Beep, 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 yeah. Beep, 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 yeah. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 yeah. Thank you.